Last time on New Hope, future Gohan traveling to the past joined his wayward brother in the martial arts tournament. As Babidi's presence slowly made itself known and Gohan's cover as a time traveler was exposed to the Supreme Kai, we rejoin as Videl enters the ring. Dyzon versus Videl. Upon Shin intensely questioning Gohan if he just said he was a time traveler, Goten tries to play dumb. He doesn't know what the Kaioshin's talking about. Shin corrects he was not talking to Goten. Addressing Gohan, he politely requests he tell him more. Again, Goten chiming in. Grunts for Mohawk over here to just mind his own business. They have nothing to tell him. When his brother casually admits it. It's very simple, actually. He's not from this reality. He comes from 20 years in the future. He traveled to this timeline using a time machine. A little more devious than his older sibling, Goten snaps. Are you dumb or what? Why are you telling him your whole life story? Who doesn't know? He didn't want to say a word about it, but it was like he couldn't control himself. Maybe Shin used some Kaio magic to influence him. In disbelief, Kibito shouts that's impossible. Time travel? Also reeling, Shin grits just yesterday humans could barely walk. Now they're traveling through time. The situation is serious. These mortals have flouted the Supreme Prohibition and committed one of the worst cosmic crimes. They must be arrested immediately and locked up in dimensional isolation. As this gets our hero's attention, the Kaio hollers back, Kibito won't do anything. Is he really going to alienate the only asset they have to locate Babidi? Don't forget their priorities. It's true they will have to resolve this issue of time travel, but their priority remains Babidi. If he succeeds, there'll be no more universe to protect. Coming to his senses, his opposite realizes he's right. Again with the abrasiveness, Goten comments how the two deities are acting weird. What's wrong? Who assures everything's fine? Their interaction distracting him from the fight. We join Videl and Maikyu Dyzon. Knocking Videl around the ring. The announcer rushes over to see if she's okay, even suggesting she throw in the towel. But she won't. She refuses to give up. As Gohan, attached to the other iteration of her in the future, shouts that's enough. Wobbly, she stands before her opponent. Maikyu hisses she's tough for a girl, but she's just a loser like her dad. She replies that not only is Maikyu fat and ugly, he's also a piece of trash. He's got nothing going for him. Shut your mouth! Sending the possessed fighter to the ground. The announcer bellows, what a superb combo! Though as she catches her breath. Gets back up. There's no way! Is he invincible or what? On his feet, Dyzon begins to step towards her menacingly. They'll keep having fun together, taking sadistic pleasure in slowly breaking down his opponent. Gohan, still fuming, shouts they must stop this fight. Goten trying to calm him down. He argues Videl's injuries are too serious. He's going to stop this. Kibito, still unbothered by the fight, is amazed he can go Super Saiyan 2. Shin echoes this. What power? He might even be stronger than Goten, meaning the pair have been keeping an eye on him for a while now. The younger brother continues that he understands his anger, but he can't intervene in their fight. Otherwise, he'll be eliminated from the tournament. Of course, Gohan doesn't care about that. Videl's well-being is more important. When the Supreme Kai interjects, he assures they can help his friend. Asking he explain himself, the Kai elaborates how they can heal all wounds inflicted on her. In return, they will need his help. Confused. What do they mean by their help? And they will simply need them to agree to lend them their energy. An offer Gohan accepts immediately, if they are truly capable of healing her. Still apprehensive about these guys. Goten scolds, what's he saying? He can't blindly accept that. They still have no idea who these guys are. Watching the fight, McConnor calls over to Dyzon to stop messing around. She isn't part of their mission, instructing him to throw her out of the ring. Doing so, we, the audience, are spared the worst of this round. Gohan powers down. He explains how he's going to go get her, hoping they keep their word. And they agree to. Rushing out. As the Saiyan goes to pick her up, the announcer fairly questions if he's sure he doesn't want to wait for the medical team. But he'll take her to the infirmary himself. The official reminds he has 15 minutes until his own fight. Scowling in Dyzon's direction, he vows to make him pay. Going to get her aid. Shin tells him Kibito will accompany him and take care of her. Thanking him. Videl is still conscious but not doing well. Turning to Kibito, Gohan tells him he's counting on him. And to avoid any unnecessariness, Gohan quickly takes off, not wanting her to see him. Videl looks at herself. She's 100% better. How is this possible? Looking towards the other worlder who's already turning to leave, she asks if he was the one who healed her, which he doesn't shy away from. But he must go. It's time for his fight. Away, Shin informs their friend is healed. Now it's their turn to keep their word. And earlier, the duo mentioned they needed their energy. Why? Without explaining, Supreme Kai merely states how during his fight against Kibito, he would like Gohan to use his full power by going Super Saiyan. But, while seeing it before, how do they know what a Super Saiyan is? Full disclosure, Shin reveals they watched Goten training for a day. Who doesn't take too kindly to spying, asking what their purpose was? The Kaio goes into full detail. The man who fought their friend and his accomplice are in service to an evil sorcerer. Their goal is to collect powerful energies and bring them back to him. They've been tracking him for years across the universe without success. But now his presence on Earth has been confirmed, and with their help, they finally have a chance to get their hands on him. Gohan gathers that the plan is to let these guys steal his energy so they can lead him to their master. Exactly. Goten shouts that all of this is nonsense. Let's say this far-fetched theory is true. What proof is there that either Shin or Kibito themselves aren't the sorcerer they speak of? And a fair question, though Kibito avoids answering it just to defend Shin's honor. The mortal is to lower his voice as he doesn't know who he's talking to. Which is kind of Goten's point as he taunts what the big guy's going to do about it. with a more level head. Shin admits Goten is right. They're asking a big favor without having had the courtesy of introducing themselves properly. He starts. Standing beside me is Kibito, my devoted assistant of many years. As for me, I am Kaioshin, supreme god of creation and guardian of the universe. But did Gohan encounter Shin, or possibly another iteration of the Kaioshin, in the future timeline?